Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Donkey Gardens here. It's June 8th and it's probably around 8 o'clock. It's a little gloomy out today. I just wanted to do another little garden tour. I've changed a lot. There's a lot growing, there's a lot changed. Things are blooming. This little tree here is so cool. I like these really cool little flowers on it, and they smell delicious. And the butterflies are all over it. But yeah, I just wanted to do another little garden tour here. I've been busy the past 2 weeks. I've been busy with work in here, and yeah, I've been on the ball here. So let's get started here, and we'll start out here at security. He needs to get some clothes on. Looks like he's pretty well hung. But anyhow, we got this little spot over here. We got our seed onions, and then in the rest all the way down is regular green onions. All the way down there, they're doing really good. Hope I don't have to black that out. Get it? But yeah, give you a little shot of the garden onions. They're doing real well, and see how I go down here with my garden weasel and I hit a couple of them, but I try to get some of these weeds, and we all know how weeds are. They're weeds. They stink. They don't stink, but they sure aren't fun to have. So, but I'm forever pulling weeds. But over here we got kohlrabi here. It's growing pretty well. Get my pointing stick out. Look at this sucker. Yeah, all this kohlrabi all the way up to right about here, and then the bigger stuff back there is broccoli. I think there's six broccoli, and I think there's one broccoli right in here, which when I planted a kohlrabi, something got one of them. I think it was a damn slug. Damn slugs. So, but no, back here is garden onions. Over in this bed here, which I will trellis this up on each end here. On these ends here will be trellised. But these are super sweet 100s. They're doing real good. Can't complain about them at all. But yeah, they'll all get trellised up, and most of them are getting suckers on them. See if you can't see any. Yeah, like right in here. Sucker. And then in between each shade leaf right here, there's a sucker. You can get in there. So we'll pick them out of there. But I have to go around and do that to all these, but that'll be for another time. Then over in this little section over here is beets, which this is once they start coming up over here by the greatest dad lives here sign. This little section here will be tilled up, and I'll put beets in there too. And over here is our long row of, we got orange slicers. I think there's 9 orange slicers here, up to here, and then there's 12 celebrity plants down here. I think it goes down to, nope, I guess there's 9. Nope, there's 12. Yeah, there's 12 plants down there, and their tomatoes are celebrities. Which the orange slicers up there, they'll get orange, and they're pretty big. The celebrities will get, it's a determinate plant, so it's only going to get about, yay high, but it'll get some nice tomatoes. Nice. Yeah, they don't get softball size, but they get pretty big. And then that's celebrity down to here, and these are Sunny Boys all the way down to the end, which there's 12 Sunny Boy plants there, which these look like, if you can tell, they need some nitrogen. They need some fish emulsion or something like on that. So I would have to get on that, especially these, because look at the difference between the yellow, not yellow, yellow. But yeah, most of these they need a little bit of TLC. So, and then we got a row of I think the first 12 are jalapeno peppers, and then the second row up here are sweet cherry peppers. I think there's 12 of those. And then in the row to the right of the peppers, these will be yellow beans. And then on this side here, this row here is green beans. So they're coming up pretty good. They just popped out of the ground the other day. We got some rain here. Next row with the black pole is, these are all hot banana peppers. They're all hot banana. But yeah, if you remember last time, none of that was planted. And then over where I got all this black plastic up here, this is all going to be cucumbers all the way up on this side. I'll till that up. I got that black plastic over there to keep the grass and weeds to a minimum. And if you remember last time here, we're in the greenhouse here, in the first greenhouse. Yeah, if you remember last time, this bed had spinach in it, and it has spinach in it now. If you notice down in here, underneath this little old root ball, this is a San Margero tomato plant from last year. And there's a piece of lettuce, some lettuce from last year. There's another one of lettuce from last year. Which all this will be, as soon as all this is up, there's some more lettuce up here, more volunteer tomatoes, which I have to get out of there. Over here. But yeah, that's booming back there and back in the back. If it's ground up back there. Here are peas. There'll be snap peas. And I got peas planted outside somewhere. And then yeah, all this is all, if you remember last time, there was a table here and it was full of starts, so them are gone, them are used up. Then we got down here, we got San Margeros, and then in the middle of them is cabbage. And sorry if it's a lot loud with fans. Another San Margero, cabbage. And then we have some super saucers, which super saucers are like a plum. They're a plum tomato, but they get about that big, and they're supposed to fill a quart jar, but I think they only fill a half quart jar. But still, there for saucing. Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be pretty cool to have. I think I talked about them in my last video. And then there's super saucers all the way up, and then in between there's cabbage, and then there's two cabbages up here at the end. And over in this one, which we already harvested all our lettuce, which we got to do here, we got to do some more lettuce up on that end. And here we replanted, and we got some mammoth basil, which are, if you can see down in there, they're starting to all come up. And another row of them. But yeah, they're starting to come up, so I'll have basil here pretty soon. And right behind them, that is oregano. Fresh oregano we'll have. We got, to the right of that is strawberries, which we have a little bit of junk in the road. Some lemon seeds. There's some lemon seeds. Some lemon basil seeds, which we have a flat of those planted. We have some watermelons left. Some leaf lettuce. Some more dried basil. Some basil dry, and some ghost peppers. Sorry, Ray, these ones got away from me. They dried out, but I think I'm going to put them in the ground and see if I can't save them. Something, a little challenge, you know. And then we have some acorn squash left. Yep, that's all acorn squash. Some sweet peppers back here, which will go in the ground. Crimson sweet watermelons. More basil planted over here, which we're gonna really pound the basil this year again. Chives, which look pretty cool looking, aren't they? They got some pretty cool flowers, which are edible. You can eat the chives. Back here is cilantro. You got a little bit. That's a start. That'll take over like that'll get big like the oregano. And then down in this greenhouse, we still have, this is where we put most of the starts. We still do have some stuff over here, which is I just did some more green bell peppers. We have about 8 Sunny Boys left. Pepperoncinis, which they got to get up potted, and they'll go in the ground. Some more Roma tomatoes. We got some sunflowers left. Cucumbers down there. I sold out of cucumbers. I didn't even get to plant my own cucumbers. I got rid of them. So I planted, these are picklers, and they're just regular burpless beauties. Some sunflowers, which they got to go in the ground here next week. Some black crim tomatoes, which they need some tender loving care. Some more tomatoes, some more San Margeros. There were San Margeros down there too. A couple more aromas, which they're spoken for. Some orange slicers, which are left, and these are gone. They are big reds. So, but yeah, we're dwindling down. The tomatoes they're almost gone. So, but we'll go up here and we'll start on. I guess we can start with some newly planted stuff. I guess it's all newly planted, but anyhow, I got potatoes, reds, whites. I believe them are white potatoes, and these ones are white potatoes too, which I just planted them yesterday. If you remember from my video last year how I planted potatoes, in which I planted these about a week and a half ago. These are red potatoes, and that's what they look like when they're starting to come out of the ground. So you, just for an example here, where I start and I put my potatoes, I probably put about that much soil in there. Then I put my potatoes and I filled it with soil up to, you see where it is, and that is going to look like these ones over here. That's a start. There's a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. They're coming out of the ground pretty good, which I can see. I planted 6 potatoes, and I can see where there's 6. There's one in the middle, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. And you can also see in the other one over here, oops, which are all coming up out too. That's cool. But there's the potatoes. Then we got a patch of here on the ends, which are a little slow growing, but they're butternut squash. There's 3 of those. And the bigger ones down at the end, down at the end. These are zucchinis. There's 4 of those. And then on this side, there is more butternut squash. There's another butternut squash, and then starting from here down is acorn squash. And I think there might be some spaghetti squash down at the end. I think these 2 are spaghetti squash. This one here and that one over here. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to talk loud enough. So we'll just make a circle. This one might be a little bit long, but we had all those strawberry starts here. So we put them down here, and they're all along there, and they're doing real well. And we also have some more volunteer tomatoes, and these are 4th of July's, because this is where we had the greenhouse last year, and they're all along there. So I'm just going to let them grow in between the strawberries and see what happens. We'll get more 4th of July tomatoes. Then there's another row, strawberries, which are doing real well. You got to make sure the slugs don't get them, but there's some strawberries on them ones. The ones in the greenhouse, there's some strawberries on too. They're all loaded with strawberries. So, and we'll go around the outside, and then we'll come on going around the outside. This is all zucchini, green zucchini, all the way up. Walk and row, and then there's nothing. I haven't put anything in that one yet. But then there's mammoth sunflower. Down there's a violet burst sunflower. These are Oh yeah, here's a row of 4th of July's tomatoes and a row of black crim tomatoes, which I'll put a trellis here too for them. And here we have a line of sweet peppers, which are like, they'll get probably about that big. They're tri-colored. And then we have down here at the end 4 ghost peppers, and then the rest all the way up are hot cherry, I think. Nope, these are Goliath. These 4 here are Goliath jalapenos, and then the rest, 3, 4, the other 8 up there are hot sweet cherries. No, hot sweet cherry hots. And then the 2 up on the end here are more ghost peppers. And yeah, that's those. And there's our trees, which are doing, look at these babies, they're doing really good. That is a peach tree in nature. And our apple tree, and then our other apple tree, which we had to put a little dust on it because little worms were getting it. Take a walk down here. Pear tree. Another apple tree. If you remember last one, this one's, like I said, this one amazes me. If you remember last year, this was just a stick. That thing was just a stick sticking out of the ground. And we really put some TLC in that baby, and even the worms were trying to get that. We got our little thing done up here. Little entranceway, or sign, future sign, I should say. Yeah, they were cool looking, aren't they? I like those. Don't ask me the name of them because I don't remember. Jumpin' Johnny's or something. That's not it. But anyhow, we'll cruise back over here, and yeah, it's pretty gray here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. It's right before 8 o'clock. So, but we'll get into the inner garden, or the inner part of the workings. We have lots of tomatoes, I'll tell you that much. And these are, you get the scope of it, row of, there's Buds' pool. And then here we got a row of orange slicers. And these are ooh, dang, they're hit the deck. Super saucers, which they're coming along real well, which they got some suckers on there. But like these bottom leaves, you can get rid of them. They don't mean nothing. Like this one over here, and let's see if we can get down in there. And then this one's full of suckers. Because if you think about it, this is going to get big. You know, this is going to get big, big, big. So these leaves here are not going to mean, they're not going to mean a dang thing. So get rid of them. Let some airflow underneath your tomatoes. Then there's cabbage in the middle. And then we have a bed of Inferno peppers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 of them in there. I think there's 12 of them in there actually. And we have over here, which this is a weed, but they get these little purple flowers in the morning. They're pretty cool. They have rows of onions, carrots, which they're just dinky, but there's carrots there for sure. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of them. And we come up to our bed of Romas. Which are looking pretty good, huh? And I did not, this bed, all I did was took a hoe to it and put the or not the plastic, but the grow mat over there. And it's kind of like a no-till bed. On this side, we have 4th of July's. This thing is going to be loaded with tomatoes. And on this side is celebrities, which they're a determinate tomato, like I said before. Then on this side, which already has a trellis, and they're almost ready to be trellised, is black crim. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's about it. We're gonna have a lot of veg, but that's good when you're in the veg business, I guess. But yeah, here, that's the other side of the garden. Yeah, we've been busy. We got our garden bed, or our outside little beds here. We did them with flowers the other day. And yeah, we're back to where we started. So I think it looks pretty cool. I can't wait to take care of everything and get some veg. So yeah, like in this little section here, this will be more beets. And then where the black plastic is over here, like I said before, this will be all cucumbers. And then these are flower beds. There's another flower bed. But that's the zucchini and all that stuff up there. Peppers and tomatoes, and I may put some cucumbers down here, because I do have some bush type cucumbers. So I think that's where I'll put some. I'll put some of them. We got an extra row. We might as well fill it. But yeah, we'll have quite a bit of stuff, I think. And I'll keep you guys, informed, and I'll take you along with the journey, and you know how that goes. Ooh, drag strip. Go get them, buddy. But yeah, that's how we do it here at Swamp Donkey Gardens. So with that being said, it's getting a little dark. We're losing the light, and I think it's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not going to water. I won't have to water tomorrow morning. It'll be look, we'll spin everybody around and get them dizzy. Yeah, so the rain we'll just let it naturally rain. It rained pretty good yesterday. It probably rained for a good 8 hours, that was great. Everything greened up, everything except them tomato plants over there. We have to get some nitrogen to them. So, but with that being said, here from Swamp Donkey Gardens, we'll talk at you later. Have a great day. Oh, you know what? Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit the bell to subscribe to get notified. Yeah, hit that like, subscribe. Later.